Hello, everyone. This is Riley B. I am joined by Scully. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Hey, I'm awesome. I'm actually excited for Black Ops 6 number 1, and
Same.
I think I actually had a good time on the beta.
I did too. It was actually a pretty fun beta.
Yeah, what are your what's your summarization of the beta? How do you feel about it?
Overall, I think it's a good beta. I do think the spawns are shit in the game, like
Mhm.
as of playing when we played it.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping that they get fixed on launch or before launch.
definitely. Yeah, I agree with that. It seems every Call of Duty, no matter what it is, no matter who develops it, always has spawn problems, and this game definitely has no shortage of those. Especially because mostly, I want to say most of the maps are small to medium sized, so it's very chaotic in that sense.
It's kind of glaringly obvious on like TDM too. When like just spawn in and then all of a sudden like an enemy is spawning right behind you as well. It's like, how does that happen?
Oh yeah, the map Babylon that was added in weekend 2. That map had terrible spawns. I was getting spawn
Oh my
killed
god.
over and over and over again. It was quite the experience.
Yeah, for me, that map really resembles shipment in a way. If you remember that map, Riley,
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
it's basically like small, and you got four corners, and then you got a middle,
Hmm.
just like different from the four different corners. So it's like, yeah, the spawns in that one are kind of just fucked by default.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, especially God forbid you're playing on domination. That
Oh my
man,
god.
yeah. The enemy team caps their side their side's flag, and then they cap the B flag. Ugh, you're just gonna be stuck in that single corner for probably the rest of the game. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I've seen clip. I'd say like out of all the spawns in any beta, that Black Ops 6 has probably the most on the worst ones.
yeah, yeah. I remember when I played the Black Ops 4 beta. That one had pretty bad ones too. Um, but honestly, the I can't say I had many other problems with it. It's the snake eating its own tail conversation that Call of Duty fans discuss every single year, and that's skill based matchmaking. That
Mm-hmm.
part I can't stand it because the first weekend was utterly dreadful. I must say straight up, I didn't like it the first weekend because I've been playing Call of Duty for so many years, right? I've been playing since Black Ops 2, I think, around 2012, and I'm decent at the game. I'm not the best, but I'm decent, like good enough to get into those higher tier lobbies that will shit on you, and that just really made the experience sour for me during that first weekend.
Yeah, it didn't help that they also had the fucking Jackal be super overpowered. Like
Oh yeah,
everybody was running that gun.
Jackal Ops 6, baby.
Jackal, Jackal, it's Jackal, Jackal.
Yeah, yeah, that gun was insane. Even during weekend two, admittedly a lot less after the nerf in weekend two because I guess they ended up nerfing the gun in a few ways after the first weekend. In weekend two, I still
Yeah.
saw it quite a bit, but yeah, it was too much, way too much.
Although I will say, like they did have like good solid guns aside from like the Jackal.
Hmm.
I used that one assault rifle. It's not the AK or the XM4. It's the one that came with like the Mastercraft
Yeah.
blueprint. That was my main assault rifle or gun if in the beta.
Oh yeah, yeah. That one was pretty good. I used that one a lot at the beginning because I got the Vault Edition, of course, and yeah, that one was pretty decent. I tried to use it as many guns as I could because actually I didn't even touch the Jackal for the entire first weekend unless I picked it up off of someone. Because I'm like, all right, I see that the gun's good. I don't need to use that. It's just I'm not gonna be doing that. So Yeah, actually, I think the one gun that stood out to me was probably the SWAT, and it's actually really good if you can get like because it's a 3 round burst gun, and if you
Hmm.
can get like the first shot on the chest or upper chest, it'll go up to a headshot when you kill an enemy. So it's like if you're really precise, you can one burst people, and that was super fun to use.
That's the thing. I mean, I'm not precise.
Yeah, yeah. Well, every once in a while it'll favor me or not, but yeah.
Well, that's kind of the risk or reward for burst weapons. You either hit all of your shots and you kill them, or you need 2 bursts or 3 bursts to kill them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, I don't I don't think there's a oh no. Oh no. As I'm
What?
thinking that, a bad gun that I used was the shotgun. I don't remember what it was called. I don't care to remember what it was called because it was so bad. So bad. That was probably one of the worst shotguns I'd ever used in a Call of Duty game. Ah, yeah, that was not a fun experience.
Honestly, I didn't mind the shotgun too much. It was kind of like for more like close quarters, I guess. But
Oh yeah,
like even close quarters, I was getting hit markers, so it's like you either get headshots or no.
right. Yeah. I don't know. I found myself getting a lot of hit markers with that. Like 2, 3 shots to kill. I don't know, maybe I wasn't using it correctly, but yeah.
I definitely was, and I was still getting hit markers.
Yeah. Another one that I found surprisingly fun to use was also I think it's called the SVD in this game. The semi-auto sniper rifle. It's basically the Dragunov, but um
True.
it it was a lot of fun to use, especially on the map Gala when the face-off mode was introduced. And I
Hmm.
thought because you could wall bang through certain parts of that map, whether it was like a thin board or like curtains, because it's in United States like government building, and there's um. Other than that, though, I didn't really use the other sniper rifle. I don't know. I just couldn't get the hang of that sniper, the bolt action one. I don't know. It felt a lot like Black Ops One, or even just like Cold War sniping, where it's just slightly kind of on the clunky side that I'm just not really used to. I'm more used to like Sledgehammer and Infinity Ward sniping, where it's very fast and snappy. But that's definitely something I'd have to get used to.
Hmm.
Okay, well, that being said, what were your favorite parts of the beta? Favorite maps? Kind of went over guns, but you can say your favorite gun if you want.
I'd say like my favorite map out of like all the maps they shown was the skyline map. I really liked that one.
Okay.
It was the one with like the secret, like a little hidden bunker, and it was like a mansion kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if we're talking like, hmm,
I've heard a lot of people say the same thing, right? Because also you can like dive out of the balconies and windows into the water and stuff. That's all fun. But I don't know. I always found my matches not really flowing that great. I felt toward the end of weekend two, if the map felt a little bit better, that like underground secret area that you're talking about is really fun, especially in
kill order.
yeah, kill order, because you can myself and a buddy of mine would like hide down there and set up camp, I guess, and like just wait for the enemies to come down. And I know camping, but it's like that's the objective. But anyway, yeah.
There was another map that I liked. It was the one they showed in the first week or second week. It's like in the face off map, but it wasn't the gala. I think it was called the pit or something.
Pit, yeah.
It reminded me of Vorkuta, the from Black Ops One. I thought that was
Actually, actually, someone pointed out that that section of the map is actually from that mission in the Vorkuta Black Ops One campaign where Rezanov picks you up and you all escape the prison. I guess that's like ripped from that exact moment.
hmm.
So what about maps you didn't like? Were there any that you just didn't have any fun on, didn't care for?
I'd say, well, I'd say like I wouldn't say like all of them, just because like I can't just say like the spawns are bad on all of them because they are.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick like one map that really stood out as like a not my favorite, Gut or Derail or whatever
Mm.
that train yard map is.
Yeah.
I really didn't like those two maps.
Yeah, the derail one I didn't care for either. I had some good matches on there, but I felt like I was just getting my ass handed to me over and over and over again. The spawns are really weird on that one too, because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you'd end up spawning in the back by the train cars when you're not supposed to be, because there's always enemies right around that area whenever I ended up spawning back there. I didn't like
Yeah,
that.
I always feel like after I spawn, I just leave the train area and then I just fucking die again.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, if you're talking about bad spawns, that map has probably the worst ones.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I feel like during weekend one, I didn't have any favorites. I forget what it's called, but the Liberty Falls multiplayer map. I didn't.
Rewind, I think it's called.
Yeah, rewind. It's rewind. I wasn't a fan of either. I felt like it was too open and there was too much dead space, and I felt like players kept going to the same area in the storefront. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like it was a bit oversized. I guess they could definitely trim down some of the space on some of the opposite ends of the like long ways with the opposite ends of the map. I wouldn't even mind if they
I've
cut out the whole like behind the stores too, because I feel like that area wasn't used much either.
honestly, I feel like for domination, they could have had the flags better because, like, it's only just like on one side of the map where the three flags are lined up on.
Yeah,
So, like, there's like a complete dead space of area that they could use like a third flag on.
definitely. Yeah, I feel like the B flag would have worked out better if it were in the restaurant. Actually, that would have been a better position in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then they did. I think they put like one of the flags in like the kind of the back dumpster area, but that I still didn't find myself going back there that much. But yeah, I mean, it just felt too empty, I guess, and they could have utilized the space more. I thought Scud was actually pretty fun, the big radar map. In the beginning, I didn't like it too much because I didn't, I couldn't like get away from the snipers because no matter which side you spawn
Mm.
on, there's a point that snipers go to, whether it's in the radar or in that little stand area. Um,
Yeah, that map is like very sniper camping heavy.
oh yeah, yeah it is.
I mean, like I've killed people in the like camping spots, but like the majority of the time I'm getting killed from those spots.
Hmm.
It's just I think they made a sniper spot just a little too overpowered on that map.
I mean, the maps are okay. I I think I like them more than so far more than the launch maps for Black Ops Cold War. Um,
Oh
but
yeah, they're better than Cold War launch.
yeah, but then again, I mean, like Black Ops Cold War, I still say to this day that beta was like the worst multiplayer experience of my entire life. I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. It took me years to actually pick up the multiplayer and try. Um, but this one, by the end of weekend two, I think I definitely won't be playing as much as I'll be playing zombies, but I'll be playing it a lot more than I did during Cold War's life cycle, which is a very good thing.
I'll definitely be playing it only because like I like the movement in Black Ops 6 now.
Hmm.
It feels very like I wouldn't say natural, but it feels like less restrictive when you're moving around.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've heard a lot of people or some certain people, like I have some friends in my personal life who haven't played a Call of Duty game in like years. Like this one guy I was talking to, his last Call of Duty game that he played seriously was World War II, and he
Oh
thinks
my
that the
god.
game looks pretty good, right? Black Ops 6 was pretty good, so I kind of try to like talk him into it, and but he's also very I guess fearful of the movement and that being an issue, but I don't think I had much of an issue trying to counter other people's movement or like shooting at them while they're doing spinjitzu or whatever. Like they don't. It's not a big issue like people thought it would be, and I never found myself using it all that much. If anything, I made multiple mistakes trying to like just go prone where I'm standing, but I didn't. I ended up diving somewhere else instead. I feel like that. Maybe there was some controls I didn't have like dialed in, and I could utilize that a bit better. But um, yeah, I thought that the movement was fun and very fluid. I think.
I felt the same way.
I think that we are in for overall a good year. I hope that they don't um, regress, and I hope that they get that Treyarch gives this game the amount of post-launch support that Modern Warfare 3 has had over this previous year. Um, because it's actually had a really good live service season. But yeah, hopefully Black Ops 6 gets the same treatment. I hope that it all transfers over to zombies as well because they don't typically they're not like evenly matched in the way that the modes get supported. I hope
Mm,
that changes
no,
here.
but they did say that zombies was back better than ever or something like that. So
Hmm.
if they're going to make a statement like that, I expect to see like some really banger zombies content.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, do you have anything else on multiplayer that you want to cover?
No, how did you like the perk system? Because I didn't mind it, if I'm
Mm.
being honest.
So in this game, you can kind of like if you set up three of the same colored perks, you can get like an ultimate, I guess, like an ultimate perk that kind of
It's kind of like a specialist bonus.
yeah. And I think there's like one or maybe all of these. You can get a fourth perk also. So technically you have five, but um yeah, I found myself running perk greed because I thought that was more useful than having like a buttload of attachments. Um
Mm-hmm.
which also attachments got a really nice overhaul. No longer are there like stupid downsides to every single thing. Like you don't have uh an ADS penalty for every single attachment you put on a sniper rifle, for example. That's really nice. But yeah, the perks were fun. Yeah, what do you think about them?
I thought they were pretty good. I used like the red specialist perk, whatever that was, to get more like health regen or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I did too.
Um, but like some classes, I mixed it up, and also I watched a couple other YouTubers like review the Black Ops 6 beta, and basically you need the movement perks on this game.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the general senses from them.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Like
agree.
dexterity is one. The dexterity is the main one everyone runs.
Hmm. Yeah, I ran like dexterity, gung ho. I think double time was one of them. Yeah, it's definitely very useful. To get movement speeds as high as they are. I didn't find any situations where I was overly slow. Um, that
Well, I
cannot
mean,
be.
they
Not go ahead.
well, I was just gonna say they got tack sprints, so I mean, you're already running pretty fast there.
Yeah, yeah. I saw a lot of people say that it would be better if tax sprint was taken out of the game, just because it's not really useful, I guess, because you're already super fast. I could honestly care less either way. Um, yeah.
Honestly, I've gotten used to it playing the beta to just tack sprint everywhere. That's my thoughts on the BO6 beta.
All right. Well, multiplayer is fun and all, but both of us are typically zombies players. So,
That's where our enjoyment comes from.
yeah, right. And there is a lot to discuss this year, a lot. Now, I'm going to kind of go in order of how things were revealed. So, and we haven't really talked about this that much. So, I'm kind of hearing your first thoughts about this also. Um,
Hmm.
what did you think overall about Terminus that we've seen so far?
Honestly, like if we're comparing like Cold War D Machine first map to like Terminus, that's how I'm kind of comparing it.
Hmm.
I think this is a very step up from D Machine
Oh,
in
yeah.
terms of like the first zombies map they've shown for like initially for either game.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like this is like I wouldn't say Shadows of Evil level um map quality, but it has like a Zetsubo no Shima Mob of the Dead, just like really this like rundown facility feel, and I really like that a lot about the map.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me too. It feels more, the ambience of the map feels more like zombies than the machine did, I think.
Well, I mean like D Machine also was just kind of like knocked, and then they've got like an underground facility. I mean like what zombies map does not have that these days?
It's definitely a step up in that department of like, do you hear that? I swear, every time I record a video like this, there's always someone yelling in the background, like for their dog or kid to get out of the street, whatever it is, man. um, in,
When we're talking about zombies too, not the beta, which is inferior to zombies.
right, yeah. So, yeah, I think the map looks great. Um, I'm very excited for it. They said that it's like it has the most Easter eggs of any Treyarch Zombies map before. I don't know if that's true or not, but I hope it is.
I think this is going to be like Zetsubo no Shima 2.0, if I'm going to be
Hmm.
completely honest with you, because I mean, it's like it's in a jungle, and it's like it's the same kind of facility that, well, not the same kind, but it's still like very like abandoned. If that means anything.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So like it like vines everywhere, like plants growing into shit. So it's like I think it might be a good first zombies map from
hmm,
in the BO6.
yeah. How do you feel about Gobblegums coming back?
I don't mind them. I don't hate them either.
Hmm.
Like I'm glad that they're coming back because it's like more replayability. But like I wouldn't lose sleep if they weren't coming back either.
Right. Yeah, I think I think I actually said this last year when I was still doing the Couch Co-op podcast with Cal, and we had you
Hmm.
on to talk about Modern Warfare 3 zombies. And I we're talking about like the cooldowns for everything and the timer in the map and how we just kind of didn't really like that. And I said something kind of like this, right? That they're going to find a way to monetize it and
Yep.
incorporate that into store bundles. And they sort of did. They kind of added the drops that you can get. You can just buy them with the store bundles. Well, I think they're going to do something similar with this because one, it's just a consumable. They used the loot boxes previously to monetize these, and they can't do that anymore. And their main way to make money is through the storefront in the game. And also, you get like a bonus pack for when you pre-order the game for the Vault Edition in it anyway. So like 100%, these are going to be monetized. Hopefully not to like some egregious amount, but knowing Activision, I doubt it. Uh, yeah, that does somewhat throw a wrench in this for me, but I don't think it'll be too bad because I guess you can earn these pretty frequently in game. From what it sounds
That's what
like.
I was gonna that's what I was gonna say because like yeah, you can. They're probably going to put them in bundles. That's more than likely going to happen.
Hmm.
But I also think that you can just earn them in game, and like it may take longer, but at least you don't have to spend money to earn them.
Right. Okay, here's what's like annoying me right now as I'm trying to think of things to say about this. And I wanted to make a dedicated video about this, but I'll just touch on it here. And we're going to talk about it a little bit more when Liberty Falls comes up. What annoys me the most about the zombies community right now is that they are never happy with anything, no matter what it is. And
Nope.
when Liberty Falls was revealed, everyone forgot about Terminus. Everyone was really excited for Terminus. Actually, I think I saw universal praise nearly about the map. And now that Liberty Falls was revealed, it's debatable on whether it was the right way to go about it or not. But regardless, it's out now. Um, After that, have been shitting and dogpiling on Black Ops 6 now, and it seems like they have completely forgot about Terminus. It's like out of their memory, which really, really irks me because part of it is Treyarch's fault or Activision's or whoever's or just Call of Duty's fault for not being clear with their wording or just how things work in the game, because I've heard from like multiple different people that there were areas in Terminus that were closed off that they couldn't get to, like from zombies YouTubers who were flown out to Treyarch to play the map early. Like they simply couldn't get to those areas because they were closed off because they were gated off for the Easter egg or something, right? Well, that could be the same thing for Liberty Falls also, because we even saw in the cutscene that there's a whole sub area to the map that may
Hmm.
actually be something more and may feel more like zombies, and people are just bringing these hopes up to astronomical levels. Like people want a magic button, or like in Shangri-La, when you do the first or second step with the Easter egg, you can turn the skybox to night, and people like want that for Liberty Falls, which is fine, right? But I feel like Treyarch or Call of Duty did a bad job at advertising this map, because now people are pulling out all of these theories and thoughts of how to make this map better, Liberty Falls, and uh, I just feel like Treyarch really shot themselves in the foot with that. And I also, because now nobody's thinking about Terminus, that looks absolutely great, and that really bothers me. Um, because most of Terminus looks fantastic, and like I
Hmm.
think the ability to turn into a mangler, that looks awesome. You can that I I wish they chose like a different boss though. I'm kind of tired of the reuse of enemies. It shouldn't bother me, but it does. How do you feel about like the reuse of that sort of stuff?
Honestly, it doesn't like I don't really care if they reuse uh zombie bosses. I just want them to like not be a total annoyance in my match either.
Yeah,
So like I don't mind the manglers because they're kind of easy to deal with on past games, so
yeah,
it's not like the worst boss they could have brought back.
right.
I mean, they got Abominations and Liberty Falls, so I mean, you can't really you can't really say one is worse than the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Terminus, I think looks great. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot to the map. I think I've heard it's up there, like near the biggest map they've ever made for round-based zombies. I think that's, if I'm recalling that correctly. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. I'll say that seeing Liberty Falls did not dampen my excitement for the map, not one bit, because there's still two maps there, even if I didn't like Liberty Falls or the look of it. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. Do you have anything to round out Terminus?
No, all I'll say is this: I think, in my opinion, they could have picked a better main wonder weapon for the map. That looks like the electric die with a few upgrades, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. But I'm not gonna complain until I get my hands on it.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. All right.
But I mean,
Well,
even though the electric die was really good on Cold War, so if that's the case, then I'm all for it.
Liberty Falls, or as people are coining it, Liberty Balls.
I was just
Um,
gonna say,
what do you think about Liberty Falls?
honestly, initially it looked very boring. Like if I'm going to be completely honest, just like when I first laid eyes on it, I was like, this is just like Outbreak.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started to realize, piece it together as they were showing it that it's not the full map basically.
Yeah.
So I've kind of come to realize that maybe like just they said there's like two full round based maps, not one round based and a bonus map.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes me believe that we haven't seen all of Liberty Falls yet.
Yeah.
So I'm really like holding out hope that that is the case and that there is like a whole underground thing that we haven't seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, I've kind of said this like before, but I'm like with or without like me doing a coin toss to see which map I play first, I'm probably just going to play Liberty Falls first
Really?
because I already know, yeah, because I already know that Terminus looks better than Liberty Falls, so I kind of want to give the underdog a chance
Mm-hmm.
to like redeem itself, basically.
Right.
So I'm curious as to like what they're actually doing in Liberty Falls, and if they're actually going to like meet or exceed expectations, or just fumble completely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I think there's got to be more to it. There has to be. And this isn't just copium, right? Like I feel like Treyarch just is too. They're too good about these things, and with the whole,
I
I brought
mean,
up the whole like closed off portion earlier in Terminus because they, again, they showed the below part in the intro cutscene, so there has to be that part in the map, right? Like it has to be there, and there just might be something that flips the skybox or puts us entirely in the dark ether or something like that. I feel like there's no way that they would just make a map as basic looking as Liberty Falls and just put that out there.
well, I mean, you gotta also remember too, they literally have no Easter. Like when they showed gameplay,
Yeah.
the back punch was already there, ready to go. So I mean, there has to be like a quest to unlock that. You can't just open it up from the dark ether immediately.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Also, like,
And then like the wonder weapon, I'm sure there's a buildable quest for that, but they put it in the box, so
mm-hmm.
no one gets like a like a head start on the Easter egg to build it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Because let's put it into perspective, right? Because at Call of Duty Next, where Liberty Falls was revealed, there was what, two zombies guys out of hundreds and hundreds of multiplayer and Warzone guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
girls. I'm not trying to be sexist, right? Okay, and girls. so so
It's 2024, Riley.
sorry. Well, and they them's probably all right. Got to include everyone. All right. So anyway, yeah. There's. I feel like they purposefully toned down the. It sounds like I'm coping so hard, but I'm okay. I feel like they purposefully toned down the map a bit just so that like those people could play it. Because I feel like it would have been a disaster if they all tried to play Terminus, even if all the Easter eggs were turned off, because Terminus looks so big and just more like a zombies map, right? Um, yeah, I think that there's more than meets the eye with this one. I'm still very excited for it, even regarding everyone's or some people's opinions about it. Uh, yeah, it's very. I think this is. A lot of people have also said this, right? It's definitely the casual like camo grinder map. Um,
Yeah, that makes.
yeah, it's and I think that'll play well. I think if you even if you are a zombies player and you don't want to play multiplayer, like this will very much be my case when the game comes out, because I'm not gonna take a break from zombies to play multiplayer. If anything, I'm gonna take a break from Terminus to play Liberty Falls or the opposite. So yeah, but yeah, the jet gun looks really fun to use. I saw Mr. Talk JD's gameplay of it, and he had like he had pack a punched it, and the camo looks utterly ridiculous. It looks like baked beans.
Yeah.
Which I mean it. I can't say I'm a fan of the camo, but it's just a pack punch camo. But yeah, baked beans on the jet gun. That's what I wanted to see in 2024.
On Liberty Balls.
Yeah,
Coincidence? I think not.
absolutely not. Um, yeah, they yeah, the intro cutscene for the map. I feel like also somewhat shot people's expectations into the stars. Also, just
Mm-hmm.
because you go from that cutscene to what you see at Call of Duty next, it's just polar opposite, I think, and it's I feel like the whole Liberty Falls reveal was just a tad bit misleading and could have been presented better. Uh, but I'm still excited for the map. I don't know which map I'm going to be playing first on launch. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, we'll find that out when the game comes out. October
Mm-hmm.
25th, I believe. So,
So like over a month away.
yep, a little over a month. We made it through Modern Warfare Zombies. Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, do you have any other notes on Liberty Falls or Black Ops 6 as a whole?
I will say like they did say like high rounds was gonna be harder. Um like for like round based zombies.
Yeah.
So like maybe like what you said, like they made it easier so they could get like a first taste of what to expect. But I'm absolutely positive when the game launches, they're gonna like something's gonna ramp up the difficulty, even if it's like a rampage inducer,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like I like kind of deal.
Oh yeah, that was in Liberty Falls anyway. During the gameplay, I saw Lego Unlocked use that. There's always options, I guess, for people who want a more difficult zombies experience. Also, I feel like I saw a ton of people complaining about things that have already been confirmed. Like I saw people complaining about the HUD and how it just looks bland and boring, which I do like the more stylized per map HUD like from Black Ops 2 or 3 that they
Mm-hmm.
used. But the HUD still doesn't make or break the game for me. I'm not going to not play the game because the HUD is the way it is, which can also be changed. I feel like a lot of people are not remembering that or choose to ignore it. I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't bother me as much. Not as much as it used to. I feel like Black Ops 4 was the most egregious HUD, even including Cold
I
War.
agree. I agree with that. Black Ops 4 had the worst zombies HUD out of any COD zombies.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just like there's so much shit, and they got like the fucking ammo counts and fucking gobblegums got like these weird fucking backgrounds behind them. It's
Hmm.
like that blocks up like 10% of the screen combined with like all that shit
Yeah.
in the background.
Hmm.
So it's like there's like Black Ops 4 just has, in my opinion, just not the it's a HUD to not do again, basically.
Do you plan on like streaming it a lot when it comes out?
Yeah, mainly like zombies and shit. Like I don't plan on streaming like multiplayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not my thing. But like I'll definitely like be playing multiplayer, and then I might actually stream the campaign like once, then never again.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Me too. I
Because I'm actually genuinely excited for the campaign on Black Ops 6. It looks like it might be a solid campaign.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it's not just a repeat of the last couple of years where it's just the enemy has the missiles. Go to the missiles. The missiles aren't here. The missiles might be here. Go to the missiles. You know. It's just yeah.
I mean, in the same breath, I would not be surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I feel like though, Raven and Treyarch make way more, just better Call of Duty campaigns and storylines.
They have better quality to them.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, yeah,
Although I will say Black Ops 4 and 3 were the outliers for campaigns. If we're talking like if we're talking like quality campaigns, I don't think so.
but Black Ops 4's campaign was the best. Don't you remember it?
Oh yeah, I remember Blackout all right.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like the only cool thing about the Black Ops 3 campaign was that you could play it co-op. I wish that would come back. I really do, because that would be just another layer of replayability for the campaign.
To be fair, I'm kind of indifferent about it because it's like I play campaign to play solo. I don't really think about, oh, I'm going to invite somebody to play campaign with me.
Sure, yeah.
So like I get it if like people like that idea to play like multiplayer campaign. That's
Hmm.
just like not my thing.
Yeah, do you have anything else that you want to cover about this game?
I think I said pretty much everything I need to say about the game. I will say like overall, regardless of like a little nitpicky stuff or like multiplayer spawns are not nitpicky. They're just straight up bad spawns.
Yeah.
But like overall, like I'd say like if I were to rate the game now as it is, I'd probably go like 8 out of 10
Yeah,
or like
cool.
7 out of 10.
Hmm. Yeah, I'd probably.
Only because like I don't feel like it's gonna be like a bad game. It might be polarizing to some people though.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because some people just want Black Ops 3 over again. Speaking about zombies. Um.
Well, I mean, if they want Black Ops 3, it's on Steam.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
I mean, I have Black Ops 3 on Steam and I still play it. And I don't complain about it.
What's funny is
I'm
that Treyarch advertised Black Ops 4 as the evergreen mode. You know,
oh,
the game that you'll come back to over and over again. And I feel like they Black Ops 3 was that game. They had already made that game, and that's exactly what it is. Black Ops 3 will
I,
always be there.
I mean, literally, the second they added mod tools to Black Ops 3, it was basically over.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like, you can't get more replayability than that.
Right.
And apparently, they're bringing mod tools back to beat Black Ops 6.
Yeah, that would be nice. Do you think they'd ever
But I'm
bring that to
like,
console?
I think if they do, I think people are going to change their minds pretty quickly. I mean, I'll just save console players the trouble. Buy a PC.
Yeah. Yeah, buy
You'll
the
get Black Ops 3.
buy buy the $800 PlayStation 5 Pro.
Is
Yeah.
definitely pro, alright.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't even think their last PlayStation Pro was that expensive.
Oh no. The PlayStation 4 Pro was like four, maybe $500. I think it was 400.
And the thing is, this one doesn't even come with a disk drive. Like what
Yeah, you have to buy
the
that
it's
and
like
the stand separately.
so it's like IKEA but video game.
Yeah, Concord
And
really messed Sony up.
they don't have the instructions either.
Oh yeah, oh, of course not. No, that would cost too much. Absolutely not.
But IKEA gives them out for free.
Yeah. Well, on that note, on that wonderful note, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you all for watching and listening. Thank you, Skull Basher, for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. I would absolutely love to turn this into like a normal thing, not just maybe do like an episode or two by myself, just talking about whatever. Um, yeah, if anyone listening wants to come on, by all means, come on. Let's talk about games, life, whatever. Let's do it. Music, even. Yeah, we can. Yeah, Skull Basher is a. Yeah, we can have a pretty good musical conversation one of these days. But yeah, all right. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.
Later.